Okay, Kenny.
Yes, sir.
Good day, sir.
Hey, hump day.
Hey, man, we're in there. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Yas Daily Show. We talk about crypto
Yes,
adoption
sir.
and a bunch of other good stuff as well, right?
Yes,
Um,
sir.
Jumping right into the show here, before we get into anything, we want to remind everyone that we are having a giveaway of $500. Five hundred
$500, bro.
dollars
Let's go. Five
worth
hundred
of
dollars. Yeah.
Cardano, right?
Yeah.
Two winners, $250 each once we get to 5,000 subscribers. And all you have to
It's
do to be
easy,
entered
man.
is to like the video and subscribe. Subscribe, that's the
Hey, yeah.
important one.
Especially if you like what we're doing.
Hey, if you enjoy it, man, we appreciate it. It helps us grow. It's for the greater good. Jumping right into the business here, okay, Kenny, take us away with the markets.
Interesting again, man. Again and again, Bitcoin is continuing to gain dominance. Ethereum is losing its dominance. The gas fees has gone down a little bit, just by 2 points. It's at 27 GUI right now, but that's all right. Um, Bitcoin popped up a little bit in terms of how it's doing, the price action. Ethereum is currently at 2,000. That little downward trend popped up a little bit by 0.2% in the last hour. In the last hour, about 2.7%. So again, we're holding that channel. We're not. There's nothing drastic going on right now.
True.
The market cap has gone up. Actually, it's at 1.4 trillion right
Yeah,
now.
overall
We had
market
3 trillion before, so
capitalization.
we gotta get back to 3 trillion. But right now, 1.4 is not too bad.
Hey,
That's a
it's a
good thing
nice,
here.
it's a nice 1.7% upward movement on the day. So
Yep. Number
Not too
Cardano is still number 5 on the list. Dogecoin is still number 8. Well, actually, Dogecoin is number 8. It used to be number 9. And I think Shibu fell a little bit down to 27. It was 26 the other day. So it's between that 26 and that 31 point. But yeah, it's holding. Again, the stable coins are still stable even with what's going on with the old inflation drama and all that stuff. Stable coins are still holding, which is interesting, right? So
exactly.
just imagine if you were able to farm or stake, those coins. You can still continue to make money with all the inflation noise going on in the background.
This is true. Well, this actually also proves that the stablecoin situation is working as intended. It's working very well. So
Yeah,
people are holding
it
their
is.
money in crypto, which makes
Yes, sir.
this whole ecosystem work. So moving into some crypto news, crypto adoption news here. AI-powered yield farming aggregator works across BSC and Solana. Um, this is pretty cool stuff here, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, so I don't know. I don't use BSC, but
Well,
I'm
that's
quite familiar
that's
with
Binance
Solana,
Smart
right?
Chain.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, so the Solana platform and the BSC, that's quite interesting though. It'd be nice if it can work off of Cardano or Ethereum or Bitcoin.
Well, I'm pretty sure they're
Uh,
going to create theirs at some point. Remember, it's all
yeah.
about simplifying the user experience. I think this is
Interesting.
this is more towards that. Yeah,
Oh,
because I mean, like, let's say if you go to do some yield farming right now, like say the stuff we're doing on Moonswap,
yeah.
it's easy. It can be done, but as you know, explaining that to someone who has not been into crypto, it's not exactly going to be a walk in the park. You know, and it
Yeah.
comes down to simplification. I guess just creating an interface that will allow the user experience with crypto to be easier.
So this is a cross-platform, right?
Yes.
Binance and Solana, right? So you can now use artificial intelligence to farm across two different platforms.
Yeah, but I think it will work on both blockchains, kind of thing. But
Yeah,
yeah,
that's pretty.
hey, I
That's
think
pretty
that's
good.
pretty cool though. That's pretty cool
Yeah,
they're
yeah,
doing
just
that.
like almost how you can use AI in KuCoin to enter trades and exit trades. This is
Absolutely.
really cool. This is
Hey,
great news,
this is.
especially when artificial intelligence start getting involved.
I would actually spend some time messing with that to see how that
Yeah, I
goes.
need to go check that out myself.
Yeah. So Blackrock CEO Larry Fink is seeing very little demand for crypto lately. Well,
Yeah, this this was a very short article, and I was
yeah,
thinking AIG, because I remember back in the day when the CEO of a company comes out and tells you, "Oh, don't worry, everything is fine,"
right.
and then boom, the next week is the opposite. Literally, the same company was just saying, they saw some demand from their customers. I think we actually had a We actually had a news article on this where they talked about this.
I
That
mean,
Blackrock was saying there was a demand
yeah,
from customers, and
we've
now
had
you come
unlimited
up,
articles about hedge funds buying into crypto, and they're still
yeah,
doing it.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
so it's
this is
interesting
just
what the
another
agenda
form.
is here. Well, Mr. Fink, if no one has been calling you about crypto in the past 2 weeks, man, please can someone give this guy a call so that he can realize that crypto is still going on. Yeah, I think this is just you know, it's FUD. It's really nothing that is serious.
I
Yeah.
think it's more than fraud. I think when organizers big funds like this do this, they want folks to just, hey, you go chill, let me go in and do my thing, and then once I'm in, now you can come in.
Hey,
I think it's always been the market strategy.
well, we'll see. I think people are gonna start changing their minds about that soon. Here, that's why
Yeah.
we do what we do. We keep pushing. Speaking of some regulation, Jerome Powell says that stablecoins need regulation to protect the U.S. public. I can kind of see his point in this one here, right? So he's essentially, and here's a key point. Um, Powell echoed for the need for oversight. If they are going to be a significant part of the payment universe, which is likely going to happen at some point, which we don't think crypto assets will be, but stablecoins might be, well, then we need appropriate regulatory framework, which frankly we do not have. So essentially,
So
what
what's
Powell
this?
is saying is that, first of all, I want to point out the fact that this is also insinuating that the US government acknowledges that crypto is happening and they have not stopped it.
The history of money. I tell you,
Exactly.
anyone that is questioning crypto, go back and study the history of money. In here, he actually said stable coins.
Right.
What's the difference between stable coins and crypto assets?
Stablecoin is
There are
going to be
different
like
types
working
of
just like
crypto
your,
assets.
yeah, it'll be working more like your dollar, right? It's like a stable coin. If you have a dollar in
Okay,
it,
so
it stays.
USDC is a stable coin.
Yeah,
DAI is a stable
that is a
coin.
stable coin, and then there's something else, the green one.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, it's
So
getting away
yeah,
from my
so
mind.
if they think so, that's great. I mean, that's good news. That means they're not saying crypto is illegal or
Yeah.
it's not going to be a currency. They're just saying let's make sure that people don't get defrauded.
Well, I mean, I think for me, it's just telling me that this is what they're looking at because these guys are working in the future, right?
Hmm.
So for me, this is like, hey, this thing is gonna be legit. This is legit. This is gonna be in the future. So let's start sorting it out right now. So I think that is pretty cool. That is good news. I
So
like.
the,
It's
the
better to be
question,
talking about some sort
the
of
question you should be asking
regulation.
yourself is
Yeah.
what are stable coins? What coins are going to be stable coins, or are going to be the normal
Right.
coins? And
Absolutely.
then you'll probably want to just get into those. And Bitcoin and Ethereum seems to be on that route, and Cardano seems to be joining that.
Well, I think the good thing here is that it's good to be talking about how we can create some regulation versus talking about banning cryptocurrencies. So
Yep.
I think that that's moving in the right direction. We found this interesting article here. It's kind of technical analysis, if you will, of some of the coins that we actually really like, sort of like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Cardano, XRP for me. Obviously, we've not been messing with Binance that much.
Yep.
Dogecoin,
Doge.
Dot. Isn't that Polkadot? That is
Bitcoin around
Polkadot.
here.
Then Uniswap, Bitcoin Cash, and Litecoin. I think for the purposes of our video, we're just going to be touching on Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Cardano.
Yeah.
Right. So, looking here, well, let's see what it says. Bitcoin has once again held a critical support area at 31,000 today. That's around where we had our support level on our scribble analysis, indicating accumulation at lower levels, right? So when you're at a point of support, people are not selling anymore. So this is actually a stable point, which means that a lot of people are interested in that asset at that price point, which keeps the price floating around there. This led some analysts to speculate that traders were selling their holdings to investors with a low history of selling and anticipation that a supply shock to occur when the reaccumulation process completes, which is that's what happens. So looking at this,
That's that white cliff chart
the
right there.
WACO theory, absolutely, which you can see happening in this chart
Yeah.
here. So if you've looked at a video, we did a video about the WACO theory. I would try to link that up here as well. And it shows you the phases of distribution and accumulation in the WACO theory. So it takes you through the whole phase where things kind of go down and how to come back up.
Yep.
And
Yep.
it's proven to be working. So,
Yep.
we'll believe in it for now. So looking at their support levels here, what does he have? Somewhere around 3,100. They have a support level there. And a little bit below it as well, around 29. Which, comparing that to ours, let's see, we have our support at 30,000. Right, close enough. And also, if you look at my little arrow there, man, we're still going down that arrow.
Yep.
And of course, we have a resistance level at 37. We believe that once it breaks above 37 and above 40, that's when we can say there's a massive run coming up. This is
Yep.
why we have the upper lines there.
Yep.
Looking at the next one, Ethereum. Okay, Kenny, what do you think?
Hey, I think we are right on the map, man. We just basically had the same conversation yesterday.
Right, absolutely. Look at that, he has a downtrend line going on, which we had something similar to once we did.
Yep.
Of course, support level around 1728 for this article compared to ours, which is sitting at 1799 ish or 1806, somewhere in that range. So still moving down as expected. It's just not moving down fast enough. I needed to pick up the speed, man. But as you can see,
I think we put a trend line as well yesterday on the diagram.
Yes,
from,
we did.
I
think it was starting from somewhere there and moving down.
Yeah, somewhere around there.
Right? So downward trend for sure.
Yeah, and we're thinking that once, what happens once it hits that current support level?
Exactly. So
that's the next question.
Interesting. Cardano. We'll actually go backwards here. Look, we also had a downward trend. That was on Cardano. That's where it was.
That was it right there. Yep.
Still dropping at this time, obviously following that downward trend. And we'll see what happens once it gets to this resistance level here. It could either bounce off of it.
Yeah, and I'm thinking it might go down as far as that by this weekend so that I can buy more this weekend.
Yeah, so I'm thinking it'll probably bounce off. And the green line, which we speak of here, is at 1714.
117.
Yeah, right? 114. I'm saying. Dude, my numbers
let's
are
go
way up.
back and see what they have.
All right, and
it's 127, which was way past.
Yeah, it's past that.
Yeah, and they have $1.
I think we're more on target with this one. I don't think it's getting to $1. Not at all. Yeah. So, well, looking at that, it's nice though to know that our analysis kind of lines up with that of other people as well. It says that you're sort of on a reasonable path, if you will, right? Well, before we close it out here, Kenny, any final thoughts?
Yeah. Again, if you're watching this show, definitely like and subscribe. We're gonna be pushing out some educational materials very soon, so that you guys can better understand some of the terminologies that we're throwing around back and forth over here. But the big deal at the end of the day is, as you can see, the adoptions are not just the businesses, but the federal government itself is talking about it.
Absolutely.
So don't sit on the sideline. I don't have a lot of money, but with the little money I have to invest, I'm investing both in the stock market and I'm also investing in the crypto industry. So yeah, definitely get out there, think about it, It's not fraud. It's definitely a technology that's going to make a huge influence in the financial industry, and there's definitely going to be some pushback, but that's just normal. That's just the way the markets work.
Of course. Well, my final thoughts are that, listen, we are giving away $500 worth of Cardano.
$500.
And once we get to 5,000 subscribers, we're going to select 2 random winners, and we'll give them $250 each worth of Cardano. All you have to do to be entered into it is to subscribe to the channel, right? Like the videos, please share so we can get more people watching our stuff as well. And if there's anything you're interested in knowing or any questions, please comment down below and we'll be glad to answer them in one of our next videos. Until next time, Jerome Powell out.